Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Jana Duggar is back with new updates amid her life as a married woman. The 35-year-old tied the knot with Stephen Wisman on August 15, 2024. Many fans were surprised when Jana defied all speculations that she would continue living as a single woman in Jim Bob and Michelle's house. Jana is currently in Nebraska with Stephen, but it seems her siblings are already missing her as they reunite for an unforgettable day. Keep reading to see what they did. Counting on Jana Duggar's Fixer-Upper project. One of Jana's last vlogs before going silent for a few weeks was about her Fixer-Upper project with Stephen. The Counting on alum has been renovating her new house with her husband in Nebraska. She did a 3D plan where she transferred doors and utilized the extra rooms in their house. Jim Bob, Michelle, and some of their kids also came over to help the newlyweds. But it seems some of Jana's sisters want to spend more time with her and Stephen. Jana reunites with sisters amid new life in Nebraska. Jana Duggar recently took to Instagram to share a clip from her latest bonding time with her sisters, Johanna and Jennifer. The Counting on alum first shared their lunch at a cafe. Moments later, they went to Goodwill to play and shop. Johanna and Jennifer spent the night at Jana and Stephen's home. They even made pizzas and other delicious treats. Johanna and Jennifer later watched movies with the married couple while all of them were wearing facial masks. But their adventures didn't stop there. A day later, Stephen and Jana brought the two to a mini golf park, where they played for the entire day. Counting on Jana Duggar starts hustling online. Aside from vlogging, Jana Duggar has also become a social media influencer, just like many of her siblings. Recently, the Counting on alum shared a clip of herself endorsing an emergency car battery pack. She has also been promoting healthcare products. One of them was an organic lemon juice. While Jana hustles online, Stephen Wisman works at his father Lauren's business, Wisman Enterprises, in Milford, Nebraska. He's also a licensed pilot and a musician. Jana has also been a supportive wife by watching her husband and the Wisman family's live performances. Jinger Duggar Vuolo has been having quite a busy life since releasing her newest book last month. The 31-year-old mom has participated in interviews to promote her memoir, People Pleaser, Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations. She likes to talk about how she found true freedom after living under the expectations of others for many years. But Jinger's latest interview was different this time as she opened up about one of her most embarrassing moments as a mother. Keep reading to see her statements. Counting on Jinger Duggar's dream crossover. Jinger recently took to social media to share clips from her dream crossover. The Counting on alum did a podcast episode with Tori and Zach Roloff from Little People, Big World. They talked about many aspects of life, especially the things they have in common. Jinger added that she's a fan of how Tori and Zach were able to handle all the online scrutiny and negativity. Zach also shared some fun details about his family during the podcast. One of them revealed that his father was an Ewok character in the movie Star Wars. Jinger reveals embarrassing moment as a mom. Jinger Duggar Vuolo recently participated in an interview where she opened up about her issues with water. According to the Counting on alum, she had never learned how to swim when she was a child, adding that it may be difficult to learn because they always wore long swim skirts in the pool. She added, "I didn't know how to swim. It was something that I was embarrassed about for years." However, when she moved to Los Angeles in 2019, Jinger realized that she had to face her fears because there was water everywhere. She continued, "Once I had kids and we were in Lea, there's water everywhere. Every other person seems to have a pool, leaving her with no other choice but to start learning how to swim." She sought help from a friend from Hawaii. "It took her some time to understand the basics of swimming," she added. "One day it clicked, and it was amazing because I was like, I'm so glad I didn't give up. So now I can jump in our deep pool and I can swim." Counting on Jinger Duggar's traumatic experience. Aside from swimming, Jinger Duggar Vuolo also revealed in a previous interview that she was scared of horses. According to the counting on alum, she suffered from a scary accident after the horse she was riding started panicking when they moved to a small body of water. It happened when they were still filming for their reality show. Nobody thought that the horse didn't like water. Since then, Jinger has avoided doing any activities involving horses. Pregnant Jinger Duggar and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, are staying mum on their third baby's name. Jeremy and I have picked it out, Duggar, 31, wrote via her Instagram stories on Saturday, February 8. We always keep it a secret until baby is born. Jinger, one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children, announced in late 2024 that she is expecting a son. Her due date is sometime in the next month. We are just 7 weeks away from meeting baby boy. Jinger added in a follow-up Instagram story post. The counting on alum and Vuolo, 37, are already parents to daughters Felicity, 6, and Evangeline, 4, who haven't been privy to their parents' naming conversations. The girls don't know the name we've landed on yet. Jinger said in another Instagram upload on Saturday, "We are going to tell them when he's born." Felicity has been telling friends and family that she thinks a great name would be George Washington. Jinger and Vuolo, who got married in 2016, are raising their children in Los Angeles, while most of her family is still based in their home state of Arkansas. At the same time, she and Vuolo have opted against raising their little ones in the limelight. We talked about it for a while, even before we had kids, and whether or not we wanted them in the public eye. Jinger exclusively told Us Weekly in January 2023. We decided just to keep them out of the public eye and let them choose what they'd want to do, she continued. So that's just been our decision. We will sometimes post pictures of the back of their heads or little videos, and you can hear their little voices or whatever. But not showing their faces has been something that we're planning on sticking to. I think because it was such a huge part of my life. I spent most of my life on TV, Jinger told us. So even in this book promotion process, I've had a couple crews come in the house, and my 2-year-old will be playing in her playroom, and she'll see cameras and be scared. I thought, how interesting. That was my childhood. Like that was all I knew. I'd play with the boom mix and all of that. But she's just so not used to it. So it's kind of interesting to see. Amy Duggar King recently made headlines after her husband Dylan got into trouble with the law. According to reports, Dylan failed to pay rent for his restaurant, leading to a dispute with the landlord. Dylan eventually got sued and was ordered to pay a $236,000 punishment. But some Redditors think Dylan is trying to escape from his debts. Keep reading to see the discussion. Dylan King's situation got worse. According to reports, Dylan responded to his $236,000 punishment by denying some of the allegations he received. He denies all the liability and the damages owed and pleads for an alternative to the default judgment. The counting on alum added that the motion was wrongly entered, requesting the court to reconsider its ruling. The court filing states, it is admitted that the agreement was signed and the first payment was made. However, the remaining allegations are denied, and payment has been offered. Regardless, Dylan still failed to pay the second half of his unpaid rent, which gave the plaintiff's decision to seek certain damages, interest, and fees based on their signed agreement. Amy's husband trying to escape. Some Redditors react to Amy Duggar King's latest Instagram post with her husband Dylan. According to the poster, the counting on alum just came home from Nicaragua. It was later discovered that Dylan didn't go to Nicaragua for a mission trip, creating speculations that he may be trying to escape his legal troubles. Many are also puzzled about how Dylan continues to go on expensive trips while failing to pay for his restaurant's rent. So I looked into it. Nicaragua does have an extradition treaty with the U.S., but they don't always follow it. It is allegedly cheap to retire there as the U.S. dollar goes far, but safety-wise, shouldn't be your first choice. Also, it is not recommended as a country you would use to hide assets. So maybe they are trying to run, but they're too dumb to actually research where to flee to. This seems like it could be shady. I don't know what or why, but I just feel it in my waters. What in the world was he doing in Nicaragua? Lol, why would you announce that your husband, who is having significant financial and legal problems, has been checking out a Central American country? She's seriously as asterisk as a box of rocks. Counting on. Amy Duggar remains unbothered. Amy Duggar King has been in touch with the fans on social media amid her husband's legal issues. The Counting on alum previously mentioned that their restaurant has been dealing with a crazy situation. Aside from that, she doesn't seem to worry about the huge punishment fee Dylan had to pay. Amy even took to social media last month to share a photo of herself as she cuts her hair short. She has also uploaded photos from her fun activities with her son Daxton.